So today I'm going to be doing a review of the life-proof case for iPhone 4 and 4S, and this is in green. So originally when I opened the case I didn't think to make a video, and so I'm making a review video afterwards, so obviously it's already open. So when I opened the box, this is what it looked like, and it's just green, and it is the waterproof, snowproof, dirtproof, and shockproof case. And so it looks like that. And if you open it up, there's like some information on the inside, and then you could see the case on there, and then a little message from Lifeproof on there. Then on the side it shows the measurement of the phone, and then the case, it is a 10.8 millimeter case. And so on the back it just shows some more like information about it, about how it protects from dirt, water, snow, and shock. So then on the side it just tells you what it contains. It came with one case, one microfiber cleaning cloth, two headphone jack covers, one headphone jack cover keeper, and one headphone adapter. So the thing that they talk about first is the case. And so it originally came in like this little like cardboard thing. So when I took the case out, it had a little yellow like warning sticker on the back, but I already took that off, obviously. So the case is just, it has like two little tabs on the sides, and then there's your like your mute toggle switch, the volume rocker, and then a screwed in little jack cover that goes down in there. It's watertight. Your on-off button, and nothing on the side. And then on the bottom has the two speakers, and then the charging port. And then on the back is just the camera and a place for the flash. And then on the front is just the home button, and then for your front camera, your light bar, and then the speakers. So that's it, and then you open it up, that's what it looks like. So the next thing that came with the case was the jack adapter. So this is what it looks like. It came all twisted up like this. This end is meant to go and like plug into the case, and then this end you plug your headphones into. You can fit regular Apple device headphones into the phone without having to use the adapter, but if you have any other ones like Beats or anything like that, you need to use the adapter. So the next thing that it comes with is a little place to hold an extra jack cover. So there's one on here, and there's another one that came in the phone case, so you have two. And so then there's just this little microfiber cleaning cloth to clean your screen off. And the last thing that was in there is a life-proof life support card, and it also has their email, their web address, phone number, and then they have a bike and bar mount case accessory, an armband case accessory, a float and lanyard life jacket case accessory, and then a belt clip one. So that is everything that came in the box. First thing that I did after I took my case out of the box was I tested it to make sure that it was actually waterproof. So now I'm just clipping the edges together, and it's kind of rough to clip together, but it eventually goes together. And if you don't seal it up all the way, then water will leak in your case, and then you just clip the charger port and make sure that the headphone jack is all the way plugged in. So now we can go over and test the case. So I have a sink already filled with water, and I'm gonna test the phone case to make sure that it's not leaking. So what I'm gonna do is just set the case in here and hold it under water and watch to make sure that no bubbles come up from anywhere at all. So I'm just kind of looking around. I see some bubbles forming, but that's just from getting the air out of the creases, like around here. And so if I flip it over again, no bubbles are like rising to the surface at all. So that's good. So I think that it is all set. So now you can just take your case out of the water and it dries off really easily. So I'm using an iPhone 4 to put in this case for the video. And so now we can start putting the phone in the case. So the first thing I'm going to do is just clean the front and the back of the phone off. So now is where I put the phone in the case. So the first thing I'm going to do is screw out the headphone jack cover so I can get the phone in easier. Next thing I'm going to do is just double check to make sure there's no hair or lint or anything on the inside of the case or on my phone. So now I'm just setting my phone gently into the case, and I suggest for most uses of putting any case on, really, to turn the phone off so that nothing happens to it. I'm just checking the on-off button to make sure that it's all lined up. Does vibrate. Doesn't work on this case, which I'll get to later. But so now I am putting the back of the case on. So I'm just snapping it on like this, and it is clicking on pretty good. So just put all the edges on, make sure that it's tight, and click the end. And I would never put my phone in the water without first, double checking to make sure that I secure the headphone jack port cover. So now I'm just screwing that in. So now I'm just going to go around the phone and check out and see if all the features are working. So the first thing I'm looking at is this side, which doesn't have anything. So I'm going to go right to the top. The on-off button is kind of hard, but it still works. You just really have to force it. The mic works on the top pretty well, and then the jack obviously works. And then when you get to the vibrate thing, little switch, it does not work. It is so hard to even move at all that it's hurting my finger just playing around with it. So you can't really move your mute vibrate switch. So the next thing I'm looking at is the volume toggle switch. So I'm trying the plus and the minus. I'm not seeing it working. So let me just go in my phone, and the plus and the minus is working well. So the next thing I look at is the bottom. So I'm going to open this up just like that. Let me play some music to make sure that the speakers on the bottom are working fine. Another thing is, like with the case, it's especially like you have to press kind of harder on the screen when you're trying to select a song or whatever you're doing. So let me just get this song here. So as you can tell, the sound is working fine, and the screen, it goes up and down fine. So I'm just gonna pause that. And so then if you look at the power charger port on the bottom, you can see that it's very small. So if you have, like from an older version of an iPod or an older iPhone, one of the chargers that you have to press down the sides like that, like press down the sides to pull in the little latches to plug it in your phone, it does not fit into the given space to plug it in. So it doesn't even go down in there to fit in your phone. But if you have one of the newer ones, you just put it in and it just barely fits right in, and it's charging. So yeah. And so now if you just look at the cover or the end, you can see that there's like this little yellow rubber part on here that it looks like it'll come out. It actually will. I would just leave that in there, you know. And so then it just clips up. The home button is kind of indented, if you can see how it's kind of indented a little bit. And then the camera and everything is not covered up. Final test is to see the phone underwater. I am going to play some music to make sure that the phone is still working. I am playing Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. And so now I'm kind of scared. And as you can tell, you can still see it. You can't really use the touch screen underwater. But as soon as it dries off, it still works. You can still hear the music underwater. And so yep, and then just dry it off with a towel, and that's it. If you look at my phone, without me even doing anything to it, it is dry. There's not a single drop of water anywhere on it, or near it, or in it at all. So I am pretty glad that it worked out. Thanks for watching. Bye.